Assalamu alaikum. Dear listener, you have surely seen that Muslims around the world sacrifice animals on the occasion of Eid al Adha. Eid al Adha is a great act of worship in Islam, closely connected to the tradition of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, who showed tremendous devotion in obeying Allah's command to offer a sacrifice. This act of worship is mentioned in several places in the Quran. One important verse is in translate, so pray to your Lord and sacrifice. Permissible animals for sacrifice. According to Islamic teachings, the following animals are allowed for Qurbani: camel, cow, bull, buffalo, goat, sheep, ram. Sharing in sacrifice. A camel or a cow can be shared by up to 7 people, provided all participants have a sincere intention. A goat or sheep can be sacrificed on behalf of only one person. And the camels and cattle we have appointed for you as among the symbols of Allah. Surah Al-Hajj 36. This verse shows that sacrifice is not just an act of worship, but a symbolic ritual ordained by Allah. Sacrificing animals on Eid al Adha is among the major symbols of Islam and a practical reflection of Prophet Ibrahim's obedience, peace be upon him. Age requirements for sacrificial animals: goat, sheep, ram. Must be at least 1 year old, or in the case of sheep, at least 6 months if it resembles a 1-year-old in size. Cow, bull, buffalo, at least 2 years old. Camel, at least 5 years old. How to determine the animal's age? By teeth. Goat, cow, buffalo. When the milk teeth fall out and are replaced by permanent teeth, commonly called 2 teeth, the animal has reached the required age. Sheep, ram. If it is 6 months old but looks like a 1-year-old in appearance, the Qurbani is valid. Famous incident. Abdullah ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that a man brought a 6-month-old ram for sacrifice. Some companions objected, saying it was too young. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, accepted it and said it was permissible. This shows that a 6-month-old animal is allowed for sacrifice if it appears fit and mature. Owner's statement. Certificate. Sellers in markets often provide a certificate stating the animal's age. If trustworthy, it can be relied upon. Other Shariah conditions for the sacrificial animal. The animal must be healthy, not blind, lame, or extremely weak. It must not have major parts of its ears, tail, or eyes missing. It must be alive at the time of sacrifice. The animal must be lawfully acquired, not stolen or taken without the owner's permission. How the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, performed sacrifice. Selecting the animal. The Prophet, peace be upon him, chose beautiful, healthy, and unblemished animals for sacrifice. Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Prophet, peace be upon him, sacrificed 2 white rams with black markings and horns with his own hands. Sahih Bukhari, 5558, Sahih Muslim, 1966. The Prophet, peace be upon him, personally performed the sacrifice. If someone is unable to do it themselves, they can assign another person, but should still intend and say the invocation. He would gently lay the animal down, facing the Qibla before sacrifice. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Allah loves excellence in all things. So when you slaughter, slaughter well. Sharpen your blade and spare the animal's suffering. Sahih Muslim, 1955. Reciting the proper invocation. He would say aloud, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. He would make a sincere intention. On one occasion, he said, O Allah, this is from me and from those in my ummah who could not offer sacrifice. Abu Dawud, 2810. Distribution of the meat. The Prophet, peace be upon him, divided the meat into 3 parts. one part for himself and his family, one part for relatives and friends, one part for the poor and needy. The Prophet's method of sacrifice was full of respect, mindfulness, and adherence to divine guidelines. We must follow his sunnah, make sincere intentions, and perform Qurbani according to Islamic principles. May Allah accept our sacrifices and grant us the ability to follow the sunnah. Ameen.